everybody. It is I, LowPolyLevi, back again for yet another video. And in celebration of Metroid Dread coming out just a little bit ago, I'm going to be covering one of the subjectively best Metroid games, Super Metroid. And before we start the video, I want to thank this video sponsor, No One. Okay, so here's the rundown of the story. So Samus is trying to put the galaxy back into peace. And how? By getting the last Metroid back into captivity, of course. It was already captured in what's basically a glorified mason jar, but really took a big fat purple poo on that by breaking in and taking the Metroid. So now Samus has to get her different powers back, representing the wipes, and kill Ridley, representing the poop. Yep, that's right. I called Ridley a poop. Take that. I don't know, the last segment was really short, but, there's not much of story in this one game alone. Sure, there's a huge overarching narrative, but in this one game, not so much. First, let's look at the giant rotten apple thing. That's what I've always seen it as, and that's what I've always called it. Sure, it's silly, but I don't really care. This boss constantly bounces around and shoots pellets before eventually opening up to reveal its rotten Granny Smith appearance. Once opened up, repeatedly firing your missile at it until it rots even more, till it ceases to exist. That's how I eat my apples. But what is this guy really called? Look up the rotten apple guy in the one Metroid game called Super Metroid. Metroid. Wait, it's called Sports Spawn? That's lame. Whatever, I don't care. Giant apple thing game forever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, next is Kraid. Now, when I think Kraid, I think about the boss from the Nintendo Land attraction, Metroid Blast. Now, this game is really nostalgic for me, so I really like being able to talk about it. I love going down the belly of the beast and putting down the bombs. So exhilarating and so fun. But this is an episode of Super Metroid, so can't talk about it. In this fight, you have to repeatedly shoot Kraid in the mouth. You repeatedly rise up so you can't shoot a missile down his throat. So, watch out for that. He also shoots thorns out of his belly buttons. It's kind of gross, to be honest. Alright, next is Fantoon. He kind of just fades in and out of existence until you shoot him enough to make him cease and desist. Wait, I mean cease to exist. Christ, coming for you, Fantoon. You just got hit with a restraining order, 5 days community service, and a cease and desist. Take that, jerk. Let's just skip to the poo of it all. Ridley. I've never really gotten this far in the game to fight Ridley. But you basically shoot him whilst he flies around and tries to give you a big hug. A death hug, that is. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think Smash Ridley's Side B is based off of this. The bosses are great, though. They sacrifice neither quality nor quantity. Now, this game has some pretty cool tunes. Not that many ones that I would listen to whilst doing homework or whatever. They're all still good. They're mainly there for ambience and atmosphere. And they're usually creepy, ominous, and eerie. Cool, right? Very creepy. And when combined with the darker and more desaturated colors, it makes for a very creepy experience. There's one tune that I really like, though. Here, take a listen. Now that's pretty good. Now, in my opinion, this game has some really good graphics. Not a lot of people share that opinion with me because, you know, it's 16-bit. Now everyone's worried about the bits. They want 64 bits. And, you know, PlayStation's trying to encourage the 1,528 bits. But basically, these graphics still hold up today. And they're just really nice. And that can be said for most of the SNES games, especially with all the pixel graphics making a comeback with all the indie games nowadays. They're nice. What can I say? They're crisp and smooth. Well, as long as you're not playing on the stupid CRT. But anyway, it's 16-bit. Super Metroid is a fantastically designed game with great music, graphics, bosses, and story. It helped flesh out the series into what it is today. Without Super Metroid, we wouldn't have the adorable animals. How tragic. In all seriousness, this game introduced many features that would become series staples. You know, I just thought of something. Super Metroid is the third game in the series. Right? Makes me think of some of the other games. You know, usually with Nintendo, the third game is usually the polisher of them all. Holds up here. This polishes out the series. First game basically introduces everything. Second game, just, I don't know, be weird for being weird. And then the third game polishes everything out. That's kinda cool. You know what? I think this deserves a special score. So I just had an idea. For every game, depending on how many bits it has, we're gonna have a different type of scoring system. This way I can stand out amongst the crowd. Basically, if a game is 8-bit, it'll have a score of 1 to 8. If it's 16-bit, it'll have a score of 1 to 16. And so on and so forth for 32 and 64. So, okay, we're looking at a score of 1 to 16. What do I say? I say it's a perfect 16. It's just too good, man. Too good, man. So replayable. Played it probably about 1,000 times. And it'll always have a place in my heart, Ridge. Get it? I think I'm gonna have a Super Metroid cartridge in the back of my videos from now on. Just because it's that good. And if you liked the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up button, leaving a comment, and subscribing. And until next time, cheers.